This is a quick example of how to use Quick Pallet Maker to calculate how many boxes can fit into a specific pallet. There will only be one type of box per pallet. So the first step is to run the application. Right now we had selected the standard cases and pallet window, and that's why we see this window in the background. We will select from the file menu a new data sheet, box on pallet. Depending on the default dimensions that you have set, you will see millimeters, which is the default when you install the application, or you can change to others. In this case, we will change to centimeters. So we select from the tools menu, units, centimeters. Now we can start adding the boxes. One way to do it is to add them manually. For example, if we had a box that's 34 centimeters long by 28 by 8.5 and that it weighs 5.1 kilograms, we could add this box and have it here. And then let's say we want to use the default dimensions. We can use the 120 by 100 pallet, or we can use the CHEP pallet, the 48 by 40, whichever way, with the default height. We can calculate how many can fit. Tools, menu, we calculate. And we will see the amount of boxes that fit. Note that we get, for each type of box, we get three different results, three different pallet results. The first one is with the boxes in lengthwise order. The second one, the boxes are transversal. And the third one, the boxes are mixed in such a way that they can fit as many as possible. We can select the solution and click on the window menu, the detailed report, and we will have information that can be printed out. In this case, we don't have information for primary package because we just started from an empty box, but we see how many can fit per pallet, 209, and we have the other data. A faster way to work with multiple boxes is to copy and paste them from a spreadsheet. So we will close this. We will close this window and open a new one. Box on pallet. Change the dimensions to centimeters again. If we were always going to work with centimeters, we can change them in the preferences. And click on centimeters here. I won't do that right now. I'll just cancel. So from this table, we can fill it with data from an Excel spreadsheet or which other spreadsheet application. So we switch to that application. And we have a list of box data, and we have columns and rows. The columns are the unit, the box unit. In this case, it's 1 because it's centimeters. Pack type, since the box will be 1. And then we have the external dimensions, length, width, and height of the box. The weight, we assign a color to differentiate one box from the other one. We put the amount 0 because we want to see how many as possible will fit on the pallet. If we have a code of the product, if we have a specific identifier of the product, we will put it here. And if we have a description, we would put it in the last column. We select the data. In this case, we will use 3 boxes. We copy. And we go back to Quick Pallet Maker. We make sure that we click on the table in the center of the window. And we use, with the right button, paste. And we will have 3 different types of boxes. We can click on here on this triangle and see the description information. So now we can do the same thing we did before. Tools, recalculate. Let's select the pallet type first, the CHEP pallet that we used before. And tools, recalculate. Now we got 9 solutions because we have 3 boxes. For each one of the solutions, we can scroll down, and we will see that every third solution is at least as efficient as the other ones. and these are the ones we can export. So one by one, we go to Window, Detailed Report, and we select them, we can print them out. We also have different views. We have HTML view, which exports to a web page. We have the palette views, which are different sides of the palette. And we could also export a KDF, which is like a drawing for a box construction. And this is the quick way, fast way how to create different box reports, box on palette reports. Thank you.